Am I live? Heck yeah! Hello, everybody! We're starting a new adventure today. If you're not familiar with this game series, I've already played the sequel to this game. I played a little bit out of order, only because Riven was my first experience with this world of games. But today we're delving into where it all started. This is technically a remaster of how the first incarnation of Myst looked, but there's also two other versions you can purchase on the Steam store called Remist, and then I think an even newer version of Myst that has more modern controls and graphics overhaul, stuff like that. But I wanted to kind of get a taste of where it all started, how it all looked in the beginning. So we're starting completely new adventure. I've never played this game before. I feel like since I've played all the way through Riven now and I kind of understand more the way the games want me to think about the world and the systems and how the puzzles work, I think I'll be able to catch on a little bit faster to what's going on here. Feel free to enjoy the adventure along with me. Also, I got a playlist for Riven on my channel too. So let's enjoy the ride, guys, and see where this goes.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed. I must admit, however, such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
What? So I guess this is the start of the game. So Atrus, he fell through the fissure. I'm not going to say too much about that if you haven't seen my Riven playthrough. I don't want to ruin anything. Keep this organic here. I'll skip that. Whoa! Okay, we're in. Yeah, so I mean, this is a completely new experience to me. I gonna just kind of mess around and see what's going on here. Okay, is this an underwater ship, it looks like? Okay. It doesn't seem to be doing anything right now. I'll leave that in the changed position for now. Okay. And can I go this way too? Because that just turns me around. Whoa. Cool music. Okay. That one doesn't do anything either, it seems like. Maybe I should leave that one up too. Okay. Hold on a second. Where did my phone go? Oh, there it is. Wonderful. I just want to have this open in front of me so I can see if anybody comes into chat here. If fate lets that happen, then I will be able to see whomever comes in here. Where is my feed? There we go. Sweet. Alright. So, I have been reading a little bit. If you're not familiar, I'm sure a lot of people watching this will be. Oh. A new path. But I've been reading a little bit of the books associated with the lore that happens before this game here even takes place. The Book of Atrus is the first one, and that is the one that I am currently delving into. Oh. Catherine, I've left for you a message of the utmost importance in our Fore-Chamber beside the dock. Enter the number of the marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve the message. Yours, Atrus. So this is to Catherine, his wife. I'm gonna write that down. Enter the number of the marker switches. Okay. Marker switches, question mark. And then imager. I'm guessing that little room that he's talking about was the sliding metal door that I messed with earlier. But anyway, sorry to be rambling. I've, delved a little bit into that first book, the Book of Atrus. Wow. Cool wind sounds. Oh, that's just gonna open right up for me. Okay. What does this do? Huh. Okay, well, before we go pop in there, let's go over here. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Red and green. What is this? Got a cross. Okay. Cross. It's not like a normal kind of cross, though. I'm just gonna put it like a regular cross. A leaf. And then which one was different? Oh yeah, an arrow. Oh, I just looked at that one. Silly me. Is that a snake? Spider? Already looked at that one. Already looked at that one. This orientation's kind of confusing a little bit here. Is that a swan? Let's like put a swan with the question mark there. Some type of bird. Leaf, I already got you, buddy. Oh, yeah, the eye. An open eye at that. Just looking right at me. So, oh, cool. So, one, is this all like, okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Am I counting that properly? 4 on each side. Oh, here's the one I missed. An anchor. Cool. Cool beans. What's that? Some butterflies. Where are you guys going? Off to the right? Maybe I should follow them for a second. Oh, I see a ladder over there. Is that what you guys were showing me? Or were you showing me this? Whoa, this music's sick. What the hell is this? These lights are interesting. I'm trying to figure out if they just made this tunnel or... Whoa, game, what are you doing? It looks kind of... Parts of it look artificial, but I don't know, maybe they carved all of this. Whoa. What the... A generator? Or generators? Multiple. This is so cool. Okay, let me mark this down. A generator? Question mark. So it adds the values together whenever you click on the left and the right column together. 16. Yep. Okay, so we'll come back. Oh, what's this? Oh, cool. It just lays it out for me. So it's switches 1 through 10. Power to spaceship. There's a freaking spaceship at play here. And just power. So power to the island, or the little area that we're on. And then power to a spaceship. Did that close? Okay, it did. This is so freaking cool. What the... Okay, I'm guessing those switches will go parent. Okay. There's a little switch up there as well. And it's going down here. And where's the other side of this going? Oh, is that the spaceship over there it was talking about? Here's another one of these switches. Oh, look, a little boat. I'm guessing these have to do with the bigger sized boat that we saw. Whoa, is this the spaceship then? Okay, so this somehow routes the power over to the spaceship, I'm guessing. Okay, it's closed. Okay. I'm guessing that's how we get out of here, maybe. Okay. So nothing right now. Just checking my perspectives here, making sure not missing anything. Ooh. Is this a linking book, perhaps? Oh, we have some notes here. Perfect. Okay. Some more burned books. Oh. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at this. What is this nonsense? Oh. Wait. How far does this go? What? Whoa. What is going on here? Oh, it goes all the way up to 300. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, not 5, 6. 6 books. No, never mind. That one's a fluke. That one's a fluke. So, just 5 books to go through here, it looks like. Okay. Interesting. I'm guessing this is a key to a later puzzle. That's a little bit overwhelming right now. Hello, elevator? Goes to a library. Okay. Ooh. What? Is that annoying? I'm sorry, guys. That noise is probably very grating. Just messing around here. Okay. Looks like you can rotate this in a 360-degree pattern there. There's somebody, that's a linking book, obviously, and there's somebody stuck in there. Okay, so that opens that. Oh, there's another page, but hold on. What? Okay, so right now the linking book seems like it doesn't have a signal or something. But when I interact with it like that...
Serious? Are you? See you. Nah. Help me. Bring blue pages. Never. Just... I must have the blue page.
Okay, I just wanted to let that full animation play. So he said blue pages, obviously. So we're looking for blue pages for his book, and then I would assume red pages for this book. So we have 2 individual men, it looks like, that have distinct looks. Looks like there's some kind of passageway that should be there. Oh, look, a button here. Whoa. I bet you so much money this has to do something with the formations we saw in that book just now. I bet you so much money. Okay. Well, let's click on this red book again and see if we can listen for some more dialogue from this guy.
Why? Bring me a
I'm scared to click on the link. Hold on, let's experiment. Whoa. There we go. Awesome. So, let's experiment now that we're saved and try to click on the book. I don't think anything will happen, and the link seems like it's unstable, so it could trap us in the book. Let's see what happens.
Why?
Okay, cool. So I can't even click on the photo. I can only click in and click out of the book. Okay. So it looks like we have 2 interactive paintings here. I obviously already opened that one up. Let's look at this one. Okay. That looks like... right there, no? Huh. I'm curious, what did that just do? Hold on, let me click it again. What? Huh. Okay. But I bet you we can infinitely interact with that one. Okay. I'm probably going to come back in just a second, maybe at the end of the episode before I end it here, and we will go through some of this lore here. I'll start reading a little bit of these books. Let's see here. All right. Okay, guys. Let's go and explore a little bit more. We did not go all the way down here yet. Ooh, hello. What are you? I'm guessing this extends some kind of landing so that we can go over there. Oh, and look at the clock there. I'm guessing that's going to be important. Looks just like your normal clock, but just with Roman numerals instead. Okay. Oh, look at this, a little cabin. That was off to our left here. Oh, and what is this beyond it? Okay, one thing at a time. Hello? What's this? Oh. A safe. Each number goes up to 9 and then resets. Okay. And what are these, just nails? Okay, yeah, that's nothing, just decorative. Painting. Doesn't allow me to interact with this right here. Looks like we're just messing with this and... Oh, here we go. closes behind me. Okay. We can go further, or that's a little... Oh, I accidentally turned myself around there. Okay. Huh. Can look up at this tree. Huh. I'm guessing... Is there anything I can click? Seems to be turning me around here. Can I look down? No, I can only look up. Okay. Can I go anywhere else over here? Or is that it? Is that all she wrote? Okay. Damn. Is that open now? Oh, no, no. I was just seeing that. Okay. Alright, let's go back over here then. Oh, we didn't go in here earlier. I opened the door, but we did not go check this out, did we? Oh, this is cool. What? Is that just a little short ladder there? Settings, dimensional imager. This music's cool. Topographical extrusion test. Water turbulent pool. Marker switch diagram. Whoa. What? Okay. So little codes to put into that. This music's awesome. Okay, so what are you, buddy? What is this? We have some kind of formation here. What? What in the world? Okay, well let's mess with this. 40? So let's switch it to 40 and see what that does. Oh, let's just go up. That'll be faster. Oh no, it doesn't roll over. Okay. I didn't flip that time. I left it on the water, and now it's back like this. Oh, this is kind of like Riven with the topographical map. Whoa. What? Those look like... It looks like a mountain range, right? And what was that labeled as? Topographical. Okay, so yeah, topographical, that makes sense. Extrusion test. Huh. Okay. And then 47. Let's check that one out. Oh. This looks like those little podiums we've been seeing everywhere, the switch podiums. Huh. And then it resets itself. Okay. And we still... Was this music playing over here earlier when I came over here? Maybe it was. Okay. That was interesting. We can go and read the books in there next. Try to pick up some context. Obviously the spaceship, we can't do anything with that right now. I'm guessing that's the spaceship. It seems a pretty obvious conclusion that that's a freaking spaceship. And then I'm curious about this too. Because there's this here. This just tells you how to operate it though. I'm guessing we're going to need another piece of information to understand this. Then we can control... Wait, how many of them are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Oh, I'm guessing there's one for each of the things on the left here and each of the things on the right. That would be my assumption. So that would make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10. 10 in total. Okay. They correspond with the things that we see. Generators. I'm guessing those are generators. What's in here again? Oh, yeah. Okay. We need a code to that safe. Which that could be actually a little bit straightforward. Oh, quit getting turned around here. There we go. Okay. And then there's this power switch outside this building as well. And then we got these guys. And then an additional one further down. Okay. Oh, wait, no. Quit turning me around here, game. Let's go over... And I guess let's start reading these books. I have called this age Channelwood, and it is very different, and it is a very different world. Though it is exactly how I imagined it, it is still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age as far as I can see, except for a small rocky island. Elsewhere, there are only trees, which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin wooden passageways are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I am eager to discover more about this land and its people, but oh, so there's people here. But I have arrived here late and I must rest. I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from a pathway adjacent to the one on which I had slept. I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. Their response to me was one that I would have never expected. After staring at me for a short time, they fell to their knees and began what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. I tried to speak to them, but they did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice that the waters below us were changing colors. Slowly, subtly, they would change from deep blue to muddy orange, then from muddy orange to beautifully clear. I was so intrigued by the water, I had hardly noticed that we had arrived at a ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to their village, which is about 10 meters above the water and can only be reached by rope ladders that stretch up from the lower paths to the village level approximately halfway up the grand trees. It is very interesting watching these people carry out their daily tasks. Even after watching them for hours, I did not understand exactly what they were doing. At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once inside, I found that the hut appeared even larger than it had from the outside. The walls were garnished with bright metals, and in the center of the hut sat the leader of these people. At least he appeared to be their leader, for he sat a meter off the floor in a thick throne. Guards surrounded the strong creature, who was dressed in many exotic, colorful fabrics. Next to the leader sat a very old human. At least to some extent he appears human. His hair, which was only on his face and head, was completely gray, almost white, and hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that could not hold its weight up to look at me. But what a surprise, this creature could speak my language. Shortly thereafter, I was given a bed with some hand motions that looked to be telling me to go to sleep. I looked forward to learning more. As I suspected, the ancient creature is a human, but he is old beyond his own reckoning and seems almost insane. However, the tree dwellers almost revere him as a god. They are treating me now in the same fashion, which makes me feel very uncomfortable. I wonder if this is Atrus's writing. It is almost impossible to understand this old man. His voice is feeble but wild. He has adopted much of the language of the tree dwellers. He himself told me that he had not spoken our own tongue in ages. He attempted to explain to me the history of this place. The following is my best translation of what he has told me. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place, which was then a vast island. They interacted very little. The humans dwelt on the ground, and the tree dwellers lived high above the humans. Occasionally, the island was disturbed by mysterious rumblings, which happened randomly. Some sort of tectonic or volcanic action, I suspect. The sometimes slight, sometimes heavy tremors would only last a short time. Then they would stop, allowing everything to return to normal. One day things changed. The rumbling began and grew quickly to unprecedented levels. Soon it became apparent that the entire island was sinking slowly into the ocean around them. Many of the humans died that day, but not before sacrificing themselves in order to stop the sinking island. The humans who lived through this catastrophe moved into the trees where they gradually died out, maybe because they were unequipped for such an environment, but I am not sure. This is the story the old man communicated to me. Although many details are very unclear in my mind, I'm especially confused as to how the humans saved the island from completely sinking. Yeah, me too. In fact, I doubt the accuracy of that part of the story. The island must have stopped on its own. Yet, the old man believes in the truth of the story as if he had been there. And the tree dwellers worship him, and apparently all humans as if they were heroes or gods. The old man ended our conversation today with an event I will never forget. He began gripping my hands tightly, murmuring something about rest and to sleep. He then said, "We had expected you to come sooner." These actions filled me with a sort of immediate dread. With much effort, he stood to his feet. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away with more force than I imagined his frail body contained. The tree dwellers quietly surrounded him with very solemn faces. Then they kneeled before him. He walked to each and placed his hand on their heads. All of the while, he murmured words which I did not understand. Finally, he turned to me and smiled. Then he closed his eyes and walked out the door, off of the narrow path, high in the trees. The tree dwellers were silent. They began a procession down the nearest rope ladder. As I descended, I saw several of them pick up the body. He had fallen onto a lower level of the walkway and carry it away. So what did he commit? Did he take his own life by doing that on purpose? Maybe it was sacrificial or ceremonial. He was laying at the dead end of the short pier-like structure. With the use of some potion, one of the tree creatures, it lit the pier of the fire, and I watched as the flames engulfed him, so they sacrificed him, or maybe paid homage to him. A funeral or something? As this strange funeral, yeah, look, there we go, just read ahead. As this strange funeral proceeded, the waters around the pier changed to dull green. This morning I awoke, finding it had hard to even believe the previous evening's events. This water is a dull green for as far as I can see now. For some reason, the water will the water no longer shifts colors. As I wander throughout the pathways, the creatures watch me, curious to see what I will do next. They are constantly offering me strange objects of affection. I even found food outside the doorway to the room in which I had slept. This is a unique race of beings. I hope to learn their language soon so that I may learn more from them. I have lived on this world for 3 months off and on, so he's been, I guess, linking between different worlds or different ages. And the tree dwellers have shown great hospitality. I am even beginning to learn bits of their language. I've decided to return home for an extended stay with my loving wife and sons. Okay, so he has sons. If this is Atrus's journal, then he has sons, and hopefully return with them. However, I am sure Catherine... Yes, okay, so this is his journal. He's talking about Catherine, so that means he has 2 little boys, 2 kiddos. Maybe that's the 2 dudes in the book, because there's 2 of them. However, I am sure Catherine will once again refuse. I think this age would be a wonderful experience for them all, and I at least look forward to how Sirius and Ekinar will react to its curious inhabitants. Catherine is staying behind, as I suspected. My sons have returned with me, and they enjoy this age very much. They get along very well with the tree dwellers and are picking up their language surprisingly fast. I have no doubt that it will be not too long until they can speak it with the tree dwellers much better than myself. I am leaving tomorrow to check on the Osmonian age. Sirius has suggested that I allow him and his brother to stay. Although the idea unsettles me, I know the boys are growing up rapidly. The hospitality of these creatures is such that I think I could think of no better place than to leave them alone for a short while. So I will consent to their request. I warned the boys not to take advantage of the respect of the tree dwellers I warned the boys not to take advantage of the respect of the tree dwellers have for their ideas. They seem to understand my warning, and I have faith they will follow it. Much to my dismay, upon arriving to the Everdunes, I learned that Pran and her people are continuing to be menaced by the Croatic. I fear for their survival plan on returning to her shortly after checking on Sirius and Aker here. See Everdune's journal for more information. After watching Sirius and Ekinar, I see they're handling things very well, and I think I can put to rest any fears about leaving them in Channelwood again. And for a little longer time, the tree dwellers seem slightly distressed that I am leaving, but happy that Sirius and Ekinar are staying behind again. I have been gone for over 3 days, and I have been to many different places. I had to tell Sirius and Ekinar about Pran's death today, and they were visibly shaken, although they only remembered her from their childhood. Catherine has suggested that it would be wise for Sirius and Ekinar to leave Channelwood for a while, and I have to agree. They will be returning with me when I leave again. I have told my sons that they will be returning with me in 2 days. They spent the entire night telling me of an adventure they had experienced in my absence, and it was rather remarkable. It seems they constructed a boat with the creatures and traveled some ways out into the surrounding waters. Okay, so maybe that's the giant boat we saw earlier. I enjoy hearing them talk excitedly of their adventures, and I am reminded of my own adventures as a child. I finally understand why the tree dwellers have been giving me their many inks and insisting I write with them. Looking through some of my past entries, I now see that the inks have changed from black. Changed from the black I thought they were to various different colors. I have shown some of the creatures my journal, and they laughed and howled. I did not know they had such a sense of humor. Even now, as I look through this very colorful journal, I cannot help but laugh myself. We will be returning tomorrow, so my sons are with the creatures for the last night here. They have told me they would like to come to Channelwood again, and I also asked if they can visit, some other ages alone. Though I will have to think over their request, I believe they have proven to me that they are trustworthy and responsible. Catherine will also have to help me decide whether they are ready for travel alone. For now I must give my farewells to the creatures, for I do not know how long it will be until I visit this age again. Wow, that was quite a bit there just for that one book. So we got a hut here. Future Bridge. I think it's interesting here. It's talking about how Catherine was reluctant to come here to this world, but I'm pretty sure in that note he left this message for Catherine as if she would come here on her own. Like, he left this for her to find. So that makes me think that Catherine was intended to visit, or maybe she has already, or maybe she's here? Whoa. What? Whoa. January 1st. So this is February, March, April. Okay, those are the months. That changes that number. Ooh. What is that number? So is that the date? And what could that be? What? Oh, okay. So it starts... Oh, I can use the sliders here. Wait. It goes all the way up... Whoa. Okay, so that is the date there. It goes up to the 31st. Okay, so then what is this? So we have some kind of star observatory. We know that this boat has something to do with the suns. We're looking for some blue and some red pages. You know, he was talking about the tree villagers and how they lived above the ground. And we got a bunch of trees here. I'm wondering if there's like some kind of secret thing on the trees. Can I look up over here anywhere? Huh. I wonder if this has something... I don't see any structures up there. I don't see like a tree house or something. Got a lot of stuff to look at. Okay, so we've learned that he has 2 sons. We've learned that I don't know though if what he's talking about, if those people live in this area or if they live in maybe a different area of the island. Because we seem pretty alone here, you know. Okay. So we read through this one, right? Yep. See how long this one is. Oh, okay. Okay. So those symbols link to the constellations. Okay. So this is the Stoneship age. Bird's eye view. So this is the island that we're on. What is this over here? Oh, maybe that's the Clocktower thing, maybe? Could that be? Or is that something different? We have some notes here. It doesn't seem like quite as much as the other book there. Okay. See if there's any... Oh, there is some drawings in here. Oh, and some of the pages are faded. Oh. I wonder if we're going to have to infer this information. Okay. I wonder if that's purposeful of somebody, or if that's just aging. What is this? A keyboard? And some kind of map? Okay, and there's our weird tile number book. Okay. Okay, so this one's not as long. So we have a lot more reading to do, obviously. Oh, and then I haven't messed with this either yet. I wonder... Hold on. It's saying that whatever this thing that I'm rotating is right behind the building that I'm inside of. That's what at least it looks like. So let's see if we can look on the side. Will it allow me to look and see maybe what I'm rotating? Is it that thing? Maybe? Let's see where we start, if we can... Let's go over to this gear thing, maybe. Maybe, yeah, it is. Maybe it is this thing up here. That makes the most sense. Alright. Oh, wrong building. Wrong building. Okay. So let's aim it at the gear. It's blinking at me. Okay, now it seems like it's done. Okay, so we've changed the color there, and now it's blinking. And then, yeah, we have that little weird button in there. Oh! We can look up here. Okay. Okay. Let's go over to this gear really quick. See if we've done anything. No, that didn't do a darn tootin' thing there, huh? Maybe that's only one part of it. Okay. Let's leave it how we have it for now. How long we've been going? Almost an hour? Let's go just a little bit longer here, and let's start reading the second book and see how long that takes me to read it. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were. A group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks as it was never too far of a distance. One day another person appeared on the rocks for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon, Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon a part of the group, and all of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least, that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what it was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree, one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change to the world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. As I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father, so I'm guessing that's Gin that he's referring to there, I attempted to create a boat by riding it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see both the boys enjoy it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from it. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. Submersible lamp. Okay. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note of the name. I have made note and numbered a number of the constellations that pass above me. Okay, so that's relating to. Also, during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon, which I have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. So he doesn't know if it's more populated than just the monkey people that he's already familiarized himself with. So there could be more civilizations here. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it is additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. Okay. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and the lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, if rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I have also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light towards the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light and travel to discover its source. If they have the means. I returned with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I've decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. I wonder if by the world's imagination, if he means the people, or if the world almost kind of has a will of its own. We have worked 3 weeks now on the lighthouse. We have worked 3 weeks in the lighthouse now and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems to not be as secure as I would like. I have had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. The boys are quite strong and I have been helping them and have been helping me immensely. I estimate the construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished and we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from rock with their own hands. That evening, we powered up the generator, which to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. Why did that cause them dread? I stayed the night on top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without my being coated with a chilly blanket of ocean dew I had become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art, and I will have a more profound impact on this world than I could have ever written. I think of this age as a gift to myself, and I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. I wonder if he's talking about Riven here. Could he be talking about Riven? It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stoneship age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, so he was gone a long time, and the cool breezes are back again. They're all very content to have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they have discovered. It seems that they have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried at their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 50 or 40 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things will be like here in another 10 years. Okay. So it looks like I have some notes to take with these constellations. Okay. This has to... I would assume that book has to do something with this, right? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay. But it's 1 through 300. Okay. I think this is a good place to leave off for the first episode of Myst. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I know this is already blowing my mind. I'm so excited to get deeper into the world and explore more and start figuring out these puzzles. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you follow with me along on this journey. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're doing well and you have a good rest of your day or night, whatever time it is for you. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.